Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video, and in today's video, we are going to be putting the guinea pigs outside on grass for the first time this year. It's currently the 10th of April, I want to say, so still quite early in the year for like nice weather for guinea pigs to be out, but I thought since 1, I'm home all day today, 2, it's lovely weather, 3, there's no like chill or wind in the air, so it makes great weather for guinea pigs to be out. And the grass has had time to dry because I've actually been out this morning, and I don't really like putting them out in the mornings because the grass is dry and like they can get quite like ill from being sat on and walking on wet grass. So I'm getting distracted by birds. It just makes it much more nicer for them if the grass has time to dry right in the morning. So yeah, I've set up their run, so I'll show you that in a minute. But where the run is, the grass is dry, they've got some shade, they've also got some sun, which is good because they need some vitamin D. And also I just feel like these guinea pigs just need a bit of sun. So yeah, I will show you guys their run now. As you can see, here's the run. My dad actually made this for me, just out of some stuff we had. They can't fit through these, I'll have you know. This is from an old hutch that we had back. And yeah, they've got this wooden thing that they can hide in. They've also got all that shade there, but they've also got some sun. I don't like giving them too much to do out here because I want them to like enjoy the grass, but I might put a few toys out here, but they just don't really use them out here because they just focus on the grass, so I just don't bother putting some out. And I don't put plastic hides out because it can get really hot. Obviously you don't want your piggies to burn themselves or get overheated or whatever, so I always use wood when I'm putting them outside, and especially in the warm months I don't use any plastic hides in their enclosure unless it's got like 4 entrances, so that means, like, you know, I don't know, but yeah, I rarely use plastic hides throughout the summer. So yeah, but plastic hides are great for winter. So yeah, let's go and get the piggies. I've now got the piggies, so they are going to be going in their run now. I'm just going to do a quick health check of them just to make sure they're all good. cannot tell. It's been a few hours. The guinea pigs have been outside like maybe 4 or 5 hours now, so quite a long time. I'll show you the progress they made on how much grass they've eaten. As you can see, it's quite chewed down compared to out here now, so quite a bit. There they are, all chilling in the sun, apart from Margot. That's normal. Oh, sorry, did I disturb you? Oh, have an itch. Sorry that I disturbed you, and you're going to poo. Eat your poo, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Hello. Say hi. Oh, look at your pretty face. Okay, no. Bye-bye. So yeah, they've been in their run for about 4 or 5 hours now. They went out about 11:30, 12, something like that. Just after I got home from doing some stuff. But yeah, what I do is the week or 2 weeks leading up to when I'm first going to put them out, I give them grass like every night. Hello, long Celtic. I don't know if you can you? Oh yeah, it's up the feeder. Oh wow. Hello. Ooh, are you eating the coconut? Hello. There's 2 of them. There. That one's gone that way, but there's still one. There. Oh, he's moved. There. Oh, it's on the feeder. Oh well. Hello. What was I saying? So yeah, anyway, the 2 weeks or week leading up to when I know I'm gonna put them out, I always give them some grass at night, because that's when they get their pellets. Dude, I'm trying to film. God, these birds, man. Yeah, so I give them grass or like other plants like plantain, bramble. I haven't given them bramble yet. Sticky weed or cleavers. 2 weeks or week leading up to when they're first going to go out, just to make sure their digestive systems are used to it, and so it's not a big shock to them. I mean, you always want to introduce new foods or foods you haven't given them in a while slowly, because if you introduce it right away, it can cause quite a lot of digestive issues, like bloat, gas, and just really upset their stomachs. And obviously, guinea pigs need to be constantly eating to be able to thrive. So yeah, always introduce new foods slowly. So that's what I've been doing over the past 2 weeks. Been slowly increasing the amounts I've given them. I've always been giving them different stuff because it acts as an enrichment. It's natural for them. Brings up natural behaviour. It's just all part of the Animal Welfare Act and the 5 needs. Isn't it, Margot? You're not Margot. Edith. But yeah, putting them out on the grass is a great way for natural enrichment. Makes them dissipate all these natural behaviours like grazing, sun bathing, I don't know. Allows them to get obviously vitamin D from the sun and all that. Obviously, you always want to provide shade, since guinea pigs are prey animals. You always want to provide them with that extra cover, so in case they feel scared or threatened, they can always run under cover. So obviously mine have got one house up, which I showed you earlier, and they've got the nice shade bit. So they can hide in the corners. I always put a blanket over the top, just to act as extra shade, just so they don't feel as threatened. since obviously I've got cats around, but the cats are pretty good with them, and the guinea pigs are pretty used to the cats. So yeah, you always want to make sure there's locks on here. So on the door where the shade is, I've got a thing. Obviously this doesn't have a lock, but I always put something in front of it just to keep it down. But you never want to graze your guinea pigs in the same spot every single day. That's what I find is best. Reduces the risk of catching diseases, eating foreign objects, just all of that jazz. I always move the hutch or the run every day. Obviously just gives them more enrichment every day, and it does not go around the same thing every day eating the same stuff, because obviously you're never going to get in a garden, especially an old build garden, you're never going to get the same grass in each run. You're always going to get a heterogeneity and a biodiversity like change within everything. So one thing, yeah, may just be grass, but the next one might have dandelions and pretty grass, plantain. You're always going to get different things. So that's why I move it. And obviously it just prevents the risk of diseases. Obviously, and you don't want to wear the grass out too much. Wait, you're going to kill it, because that's never good. So always want to allow the grass time to recover. That's why I usually don't hit the same spot. I give the spot they've just been in. So today, for example, I'm going to give this spot 20 odd days to recover. Because obviously I'm not here throughout the week usually, because I'm obviously away. And obviously I don't expect my mum to bring them out here, because she's obviously got her things going on. So I'll always probably come back here like every 20 or so days, just to give that grass time to recover and to go back obviously better, because of their poo, their wee, obviously they're grazing it, which is a natural part of just like the ecosystem. So grass needs to be grazed to be able to regrow again better for the next year. So see, you guys are helping it out, aren't you? You didn't like that. Sorry. So yeah, and you may have seen in clip like previously, I was giving them some apple. Obviously this is to provide them with water. I don't want you eating that. Thank you. Just obviously this is to provide them with water. So obviously it's a hot day, they need their water. That is our washing line. Please ignore that. Also I don't want them to get dehydrated or anything like that. So I always provide them with some like fruit or veg that always has a high water content. Obviously always be careful, because you may cause them to get calcium stones or kidney stones or whatever. Hello? You okay? Yeah? Cool. Oh, you're cute. Okay, sorry. So today I gave them an apple. It's like a treat, because they've not had apple in a while. You can always give them pepper or courgette. They can have that every single day. So it doesn't matter how much you give them, they can have it every single day, and it's safe. Obviously you always want to change it up, because that's some enrichment, all that. Just the simplest idea, simplest tweaks can make a great difference in your guinea pig's life. So there's swallows flying around at the moment, and I'm just distracted. So yeah, I have put a bottle on here, but they've just not used it. I'm like, well, you're just not going to use it then? Fine. So I do have a bottle thing up. I just don't have a bottle at the moment, because they just never use it. But if it's like a really hot day, say it's not been so bad, but if it's like really hot, I will always provide different sources of water, in case, you know, one of them steals all the apple, and, you know, then they always have that water source to go to. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. I'm going to put these guys away so they can start to settle down, even though they're mainly active at dawn and dusk, so this is the time where they're going to be most active. But you know, I'm going to put them back, let them eat some hay, then I'm going to feed them their dinner or their tea. I might include some grass. Obviously they've had a lot of grass today, so I want them to eat like more like hay, just because of their teeth. Grass can wear down their teeth, but not as well as hay. So I want to make sure they get hay. So I might just feed them a little handful tonight, just to keep the digestive tract, like, I don't know. I know what I mean, but anyway. So, yeah, feed them the dinner and then watch the football. Chelsea, I don't know. Let's hope for a win, because then we can progress on and hopefully maybe win the whole thing. So, yeah. Come on, Chelsea. Anyway, that's all from me. Yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.